Welcome back to another video. Hopefully you are all having a great day. As you can see behind me, potentially maybe, the ramp looks a little bit different. This part right here. I did that yesterday, so I should play the clips I got from yesterday's video. Or not video, but what I recorded yesterday, today, right now, so yeah. To begin with, we're taking this panel thingery off, and then we're cutting out a new one out of nicer wood than this thingy. Okay, so that side is now off. The plan is to use that wall that was there. That's right down there. I'm gonna take that, I'm going to put it over here on top of this thing, trace it out, and cut out a new one out of this nicer plywood. This stuff is ACX, so it's pretty. Since I'll be able to see this side very well, I want to make it look nicer. That piece is now pretty much useless. So I just realized I drew it in the wrong spot. I have it in the center of this sheet of plywood. That's where it's drawn right through there. This line right here should be right there. And this kind of plywood is actually fairly expensive, so I'm gonna need to redraw it. Sometimes I hate this tripod. Okay, it is now remarked out, and now I can finally get to cutting it. Sometimes I wish I had a wireless jigsaw. Yeah, that's a lot of extension cords. There's probably some safety issue with connecting two extension cords together than running tons of power through them, but man, I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so now I just need to do the final cut that goes from there to there. It's a perfectly straight cut, so I'm going to be using that saw instead. Okay, I've kind of synced the whole plywood sheet thingy all the way down it. So now I just need to screw it into the very sad looking half of a quarter pipe, I guess it would be. Okay, it is now fairly dark out. I did finally get this screwed together. It is well assembled. Over here, those screws stripped out of the wood though, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, because yeah, now there is a gap here. There was not a gap at all before. So still need to figure out what to do about that, but... Okay, so as you saw, yeah, we just replaced that sidewall thingy with a newer, nicer one. But over on the other side, we still have this nasty side, which is totally fine with me because this is gonna be covered up. But anyways, it's actually too long at the bottom. It needs to be chopped somewhere around here-ish, and then it will fit flush up against that. So I have it elevated on bricks and stuff so we can then do that. Okay, so I could not figure out why the heck this thing was not squared on the top. Like, it just looks out of square, and it is. Apparently, I forgot about this, but this side right here should be that wide. So all of these boards should be moved down about 4 inches. So I'm gonna now do that since it is out of square. Okay, first of all, please excuse these horrible framing of me almost holding the camera straight above my head. That's because the sun is almost straight above me, so I kind of have to do that. Anyways, I think I figured out how to connect this little board thingy, this thingy, to, well, this thingy to this thingy, these two. I found these 2x4s. I'm just gonna put one right here, screw it together, and then another one down here. Hopefully that should hold it all together. Okay, that should be tied together fairly well. It should not be moving. Okay, so now I move all the boards on this side over 4 inches, but You know, instead of making you watch this, I'm just gonna drop the camera and they're gonna be there. Okay, so I have now re-screwed in all the boards, and now it is very windy out. I also re-screwed in all of the boards with new screws, because before I had these kind, they're just plated screws. They're not stainless steel. So I replaced them all with stainless steel so they would not rust away after a year or two. All new screws throughout the whole thing, all the way down that you probably cannot see. I'm also thinking I might put a cross support through from like here to down to this board to keep it from jiggling back and forth. But I would like to get one more sheet of plywood on here, or a single sheet of plywood, so I can use half of the quarter pipe of the half pipe. Don't question it. So I think I'm going to find a sheet and start screwing it down. I just remember I should first screw the ramp section thingy into this thingy right here. Okay, so I just got finished connecting this thingy to this thingy. I just used like 12 3-inch-ish screws. You can kind of see them, they're like here, over there. Those screws, they're just drilled from here into here, and they go all the way along. There's about 12 of them. Now those things should be able to hold it in place, because all it's doing is it's just keeping this thing from separating to this thing. It shouldn't actually have any weight on it really, so that should be good enough. I might have to replace them yearly because they're not stainless steel, they're just normal screws. It'll definitely work for now. So now I'm going to try to screw that thing onto this thing. Okay, I got the plywood screwed down, so it's like half a ramp now. I did not screw it onto this or this board. It's a 2x4 going under each of those spots. Just because I have not figured out how I'm going to continue going up the ramp right here, because it is missing part right here. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. So that's why I have not screwed in 2 boards worth of stuff. Okay, so the next thing I would like to do is I have some wood. That wood right there, and that wood's right there. I want to build a planter box of sorts. It's like 20 inches tall, 2 feet wide, 2 feet front to back, I think. Yeah. So the way that's gonna work is it's basically just gonna be these boards. They're cedar boards. They were cut-offs of fence boards. They'll be aligned of this sorts, and there'll be 1 or 2 of these tall. I'm not sure yet. You know, 2 is probably tall enough. The reason I'm making these planter boxes so deep is there's gonna be a tree in it. I've got like a little, it's probably like 2 feet tall, it's a maple tree, and I need to put it somewhere, but I don't want to plant it, so I'm gonna make a planter box out of this spare wood. Okay, so I got all of the 2x2s cut. I've just got 4 of these. They're 32 inches long. So I'm just gonna take them, and then it's gonna be assembled like that. But first though, I need to countersink tons of holes in the cedar boards. I hate countersinking holes. Okay, I have a pile of 8 countersinked boards. Now it's just the process of assembly of screwing these boards to these boards. Okay, now I just need to put 1 more layer of boards all the way around this thingy. Okay, it is mostly done. As you can see, it wobbles, but it's gonna be sitting on dirt, so it does not matter. But, as you can probably guess, the dirt is not gonna stay in here. Okay, so I figured out a solution to our problem of everything falling out of the bottom of this thingy. I found some crappy 1x2s and I'm laying them in like that. And then I'm gonna put landscaping fabric on top of that, and hopefully that should hold everything in. Oh, and also you're probably wondering, how is dirt not gonna fall through these holes right here too? Well, I'm just kinda hoping it doesn't, because the reason that those are there is so the dirt gets more air into it and the plants grow so much faster when they've got tons of air. So let's hope the dirt doesn't fall out of that. If it does, I'll just put more landscaping fabric there. So now in theory, I should be able to push this down into this hole. I have no clue how I do the corners on this. I'll get back to you when I figure that out. Okay, I got the corners mostly folded in, and then I just screwed the fabric in. Totally what you're supposed to do. This is what it looks like, and then there are just 4 screws, one right there, there, and then one right down there. It should hold it in place enough, because once there's dirt in here, it shouldn't really be moving. Okay, so I brung the planter box out here. I put some dirt in it, and that did not go well. It is kind of collapsing in on itself, so I need to get a staple gun and actually staple it on the sides. So I'm not gonna be able to finish that today because I don't have a staple gun. So I think before the sun completely sets, I'm gonna try and get a quick trampoline sesh in. Let me just... There you go. Now you're in the right spot. You know, first I'll play the bits without audio that I just trampolined before I turned on the microphone. So here's that. Okay, and then what I was saying, then I realized the audio was cut out, was I think the reason why I'm having trouble with kabooms is because of the timing of them, because of the whole snapping your feet into the ground and then flying back up, so I need to figure that out. I don't know why I struggle so much with the concept of a kaboom. It's just, my mind hates the idea. Okay, so I forgot to record an outro again, so I'm recording it now that I'm editing it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you liked it, share it if you liked it. Like the video. Okay, thank you guys very much for watching. And if you liked the videos and you want to watch another one, click here for me building a quarter pipe. Click here for me building another quarter pipe. Click here for me filling my trampoline with balloons. And click here to subscribe. Yeah, click right here to subscribe. Click it right now. Click this button. Click it now. Good. See ya.